Was Kung Fu Panda 4 worth watching? Well, let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, today is the Kung Fu Panda 4 review, guys, on this channel. The first review of the Scorpion channel, guys. And if you're probably wondering what room this is actually Hunter's room right now. And you're probably wondering, where's Hunter? He's out on a camping trip, so I'm recording videos in his own room. So yeah, guys, you're probably wondering if this movie is actually worth it. So that's why I'm here. We're going to go through everything from the story to the animation to the characters, to all of it, guys, and then overall at the end. So why don't we just get right into it, guys? We're going to start off with the story of this movie. Basically, it talks about Po is no longer going to be the Dragon Warrior. What the next step of his journey is going to be, and he's spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. And obviously, he's not very fond of it, you know? He doesn't want to be the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. So he tries to deny it and deny it and deny it because he loves being the Dragon Warrior. But he's gotten so strong to the point where he just can't be the Dragon Warrior. He has to pick his own successor, which involves him meeting Zen for the very, very first time. They have their own little feud, and then she gets sent to jail. And then Po finds out about the chameleon. The chameleon, guys, is the villain in this movie who can shapeshift into any being she wants, whether it being a boar, an alligator, Tai Lung. It can be absolutely anybody because she is the most powerful sorceress in this franchise. So he takes Zen with him to go to the chameleon and try and stop her. But what we didn't know during this is that Zen was actually homeless for a while in this city. I forgot actually what the city's name was. The editor will go ahead and actually tell us. But yeah, Zen was actually living on the streets. She was poor, and that's how she became a crook and a criminal, by stealing food and doing whatever she can to survive, you know? And actually that story was pretty good. You know, it's any like generic story with any new character or sidekick, you know? We get their backstory, and you know, it's always either wholesome, it's either sad, or it's annoying, you know, like a lot of stories nowadays. But then we get to the chameleon in the temple, and then Zen was taken in by the chameleon, which was a big plot twist for sure, and definitely threw me off guard. I did not expect that, but you know, it was an all right story. You know how it came about and everything. And you probably wonder what the chameleon was doing, guys. The chameleon was going to try and possess the kung fu of every master villain, but in order to do that, she had to steal Tai Lung's Kung Fu. Yes, guys, Tai Lung has returned to Kung Fu Panda in this movie for the first time in 16 years. Man, feels good to say that. And my opinion on Tai Lung, guys, he actually did a pretty damn good job, you know? Yes, he got one-shotted by the chameleon, but that's what her ability is, you know, is to steal the Kung Fu. She can steal it, you know? That's her ability. Is that bad? Of course not, you know? The main villain has to always look, you know, strong, in my opinion. So it was not a bad decision. Did they butcher Tai Lung? Absolutely not. He definitely got his moment, you know? And he played out actually very, very well, you know, with the comedy as well, not just the action, because we didn't really need all the action from Tai Lung because we've already seen a bunch of it in Kung Fu Panda 1. And then it gets to, guys, the animation, which I honestly think, guys, this animation, guys, was absolutely phenomenal, you know? It looked almost realistic. This is the most realistic Kung Fu Panda has ever looked because the fur looked a lot more real. Even though this movie only had a budget of $86 million, it still looked absolutely fantastic. I think this is one of the better looking Kung Fu Panda movies for sure. And was it one of the better ones? Probably not, but you'll see my opinion later on. The graphics, though, guys, I absolutely loved it. You know, between, you know, the water to the distance views to all the clouds in the sky, the nighttime. Oh my God, they did amazing with this. You know, Chinese culture was always beautiful to me, guys, but this movie really stood out to me. But yeah, guys, that's really my opinion on the animation. You know, it's absolutely stunning. Now let's obviously talk about the characters. You know, I think Po did a really good job. He always does a really good job in these movies. Po definitely served his purpose, you know? He's always that fun-loving comedy kung fu guy, you know? And that's what we love about Po, you know? He doesn't always take things super seriously because he's always clumsy at kung fu, but he's perfect at it. Zen, in my opinion, guys, hilarious. She was perfect, you know, in this movie. I think she was probably the best character in this movie besides from Tai Lung, but that's just my biased opinion because I absolutely love Tai Lung. He's my all-time favorite villain in these movies. But no, Zen, her interactions with Po, her interactions with other criminals was definitely a sight to see, and you know she deserves her spot as one of the better characters in Kung Fu Panda. Let's go. Let's talk about Ping. Let's talk about Ping and Leash Ant, the fathers of Po. I'll be honest, guys. I think they dragged it on a little too much. You know, I think when they got really, really worried, guys. I don't know. I just lost interest in them. They just didn't seem that funny at the start. You know, they just didn't really have that many funny moments together. But on their own, you know, when they actually talk separately, like Leash Ant when she pretended to be the kung fu master that taught Po everything except mercy, that was hilarious. You know, I think when they dragged on the worried father type in them, I just lost interest in that. I just thought it was super boring, which definitely knocked some points down for this movie, that's for sure. But they were average characters, in my opinion. Definitely nothing special, but they were alright. And you guys might be wondering, where the the Furious Five? Where are they? They weren't in this movie at all. Well, guys, I'm definitely going to tell you that answer for sure. They went on their own little side quests, and honestly, I can barely remember what any of them were. All I remember is that Crane was the king of the Crocs, and Mantis had to avoid getting his head bitten off by his own girlfriend. So, that's definitely a sight to behold, that's for sure. So yeah, the Furious Five were not in this movie at all, besides to the very, very end, but they didn't, have their voice actors come in and everything. They just were just there training Zen and everything, which was cool, but I would have loved to see the Furious Five have a small little story in there. Another characters we can get into is, of course, the Chameleon. I think the Chameleon was amazing in this movie. They did really, really good with her. She didn't look that intimidating when she was in her normal form because she's so damn small. She's probably like almost same size as this, guys. That's how small she is. Maybe a tad bit bigger. But guys, yeah, she's super, super small. Except when she can turn into anything she ever wanted, like any being for sure. But she was super, super smart, intelligent, brilliant. She could just manipulate anyone in that movie, and she did super well at it. And that's what I will give DreamWorks their props for, is their villains. They do really, really well, except Kai. We can throw him out the window, that's for sure. Yeah, but no, I thought Chameleon was really good. I wish we got more of a backstory with her. I wish we would have gotten some actual, backstory, scenes with her. They kind of, what do you call it? They kind of left out a lot of that, in the last two Kung Fu Panda movies, especially with Kai. I think that's what made these two characters, not the top of the list, for the villains of Kung Fu Panda, which is okay, honestly. You can get by it, but we all want to see the villains' backstories and all that. That's what I love to see about movies. But then I guess we can talk about the returning characters, guys. Which one of them, of course, is Tai Lung. Oh my god, guys. Tai Lung returning is hype. Hype as fuck, guys, because Tai Lung is one of the all-time favorites for villain-wise in the Kung Fu Panda franchise. But no, Tai Lung is super, super popular to the fans. And including Lord Shen, Lord Shen is probably the most psychopathic, but Tai Lung is the most popular for sure. He definitely served himself really well in this movie, I really liked him. His fight scene, with the Chameleon's guards was definitely fucking awesome. Him getting one-shotted kind of hurt me, but at the end of the day, it's not Tai Lung's movie. This is for the Chameleon, not Tai Lung. And his comedian side, it was super, super funny. I really enjoyed it. And guys, I don't think this is the last time we'll ever see Tai Lung. I think we'll be seeing him a lot more. Maybe in the next Kung Fu Panda movie. Anyways, guys, but yeah, Tai Lung was definitely fantastic. Another character we can definitely mention, guys, is Lord Shen returning, and They butchered him. They butchered him, man. He didn't even do anything, and that's what pissed me off so much about this movie. As Lord Shen returning for the first time, guys, in like 13 years, pretty much, guys. And we finally see Lord Shen, and what did they do with him? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And General Kai, obviously returning. Obviously, I don't give a shit about Kai at all. I never really tended to be interested that much in Kai. Listen, he had some amazing fight scenes and all that, and he was fucking huge and powerful, but except for story-wise, nothing draws me to him at all. So that's why I honestly think he's probably at the bottom of the list when it comes to the villains, for sure. But no, when they butchered Shen, that really just tore me, you know, because I love Shen. He's a part of like my favorite Kung Fu Panda movie, Kung Fu Panda 2, because of how psychopathic, how fast, how skilled and intelligent he was. He was perfect for that role. And then, guys, in the movie, when they defeat the chameleon, they all bowed to him, which kind of bugged me, actually. Because out of all the villains there, Lord Shen is the least likely to do that because of what he did to Po. But it is what it is, you know? They went back to the spirit realm, and Zen became the Dragon Warrior, which is definitely something really, really cool. When I thought, you know, they were going to choose Tai Lung, but they didn't. But it is what it is, you know? Zen's perfect for the job. And yeah, guys, that's my review. That's my review on Kung Fu Panda. I'll give you my all-out opinion. I think the story aspect, I will give the story an 8 out of 10, guys. I don't think it deserves anything higher than that or any lower. It was good. It was really good, but there was definitely some gaps that they should have filled in. The animation, flawless. Pretty much a 9 out of 10. I think they could do a little bit better in the next movies, but it is what it is. I really enjoyed it. And then overall movie, guys, I will 100% give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. It was really good, guys. I really liked it, but honestly, it wasn't as hype as I thought it was going to be. And that's my overall opinion, guys. So, here's the question, guys, that you guys want me to answer. Is this movie worth the hype? Honestly, no. Honestly, it wasn't. Is it at all bad? No. Definitely a movie you should see, but it's definitely not as hype as they made it, you know? I think it definitely deserved a lot more, you know, when it comes to story, when it comes to characters, you know? Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure, if you're not subscribed already, make sure to like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos on the channel. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Become a member of this channel today. Guys, we're getting so close to Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. Make sure you're ready for that. Also, to promote the movie, tickets are on sale right now for Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. I don't know if it's still on sale, but make sure to go check and get your tickets now to go see this movie. And I will see you guys soon. Peace!